Hey, what's up guys? It's SirTagCR and today we're back again, ready to assert dominance with Giant Graveyard. We've got Skeleton Army, Bats, and Musketeer to crush your opponents and bait out their poison so they have no answer to the graveyard. Because of arrows and snowball, you can destroy any bait cards, break through with your Giant Graveyard, and take towers in single elixir. This is one of the best Giant decks in Clash Royale, so let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance. And a huge thank you to all of you guys that are supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. All money made from creator code SirTag allows me to upload daily videos while I take full-time college courses. So thank you guys for supporting me and helping me grow the channel. Alright guys, we got a game here. We're gonna sauce out a good luck and we're gonna see what's happening. This man is dropping a good luck, being a casual savage, sir. Not cycling anything though. Why are you not dropping anything? Okay, you're barreling through with the Barbarrel. I was waiting for you to cycle something, sir, because I'm so impatient. When we run Giant Graveyard, we want to go kicking off to the races already, cycling everything we possibly can on the opposite lane of our opponent. But this guy, he's playing passive. He's a prudent investor of his elixir, and he will not take anything than the best investment. He will wait for every opportunity, guys, from the looks of things at least. So he's going to go in for an Inferno Dragon and a Cannon Cart. Everything kind of gets cleaned up on my end. I can't rely on the Musketeer here to give us that much value because the Inferno Dragon heats up and sizzles us. And despite the Inferno Dragon being such a lower amount of health, she still perseveres. So when we see Knight and we see Inferno Dragon, I think that this could be a Graveyard deck as well. Maybe it's Graveyard versus Graveyard. I don't know anymore. I can't wait to find out. The Knight is going to get trounced by the Mini Pekka. I could Snowball, but I think that might be an overcommitment. So when we're playing against a prudent investor of Elixir, we have to do the exact same, my dudes. I'm going to go in for a Skeleton Army in the middle. I'm going to follow up with a Musketeer afterward. And I should be able to arrow everything here. I think that's probably a good play. Just clean up that Hunter. Make sure that the Hunter becomes the hunted by the arrows. Usually, the Hunter uses bow and arrow. He uses gunpowder. He uses everything to hunt his prey. But right now, he got destroyed and dismantled. How does it feel, Hunter, when you've been hunting all those deer and all those animals? Now you're the one getting destroyed. What's good, man? Anyway, we can follow up with a Skeleton Army here with our Bats, cleaning up the Cannon Cart. We're in a good spot. We're definitely in a good spot. Little Larry off to the side, living large. Despite him thinking that he could clean it up with the Barbarrel, not happening, brother. Not happening. So Graveyard versus Graveyard is one of those peculiar matchups that both people are flinging as much crap as they possibly can at each other, and we're hoping that we get more damage. I just need him to overcommit once, but he seems very, very passive, and that's not what we like to see.
He's very shy.
So I'm going to go for a Mini Pekka in the opposite lane. Okay, great. That's what we wanted to see. We want to see him Fireball for no good reason. If you want to Fireball for no good reason, and you want to give us a Snowball with our Bats, then we're vibing. Because we can clean up the Inferno Dragon, just laugh at the Hunter because it doesn't matter. And now, we're in a decent spot. We can Musketeer again. The Mini Pekka... Oh, that hurt. That hurt my feelings. You're really playing with my feelings out here, bro. I was so confident we would get the damage there. Anyway, he went in for another Hunter, so I can Mini Pekka with the Giant, Bats, and Snowball, top of the Inferno Dragon part, like, 4. Part 4, guys, this is like the movie that never ends. We just need to keep doing the same transaction until it eventually works out. It's going to Fireball. The Musketeer locks onto the tower. Oh, the Mini Pekka! Oh, the Mini Pekka again! Let's go. That was Pog. That was amazing. I better not lose the game after that. That was so amazing. It was so fun. I love when plays work out wonderfully for us. We're gonna Bats on defense. Oh, the Skeletons are swarming. The Skeletons are extraordinarily scary. Get away from my tower, you certified savage. So you're gonna Hunter. We need a Graveyard right here, right now, or we lose. I'm gonna go for a Snowball to slow everything down. I don't think that the Giant's gonna give us a hit, but it's really close. Oh, it did! Let's go, baby. The most unpredictable wins are the best type because they're a surprise, and nothing feels better than surprises. GG and well played, brother. All right, guys, we got a game against Gabriel. What's up, my dude? We're gonna sauce out a good luck and we're gonna force out some elixir. So we definitely want to go for arrows. See what you're gonna do about it. Usually when you see arrows, you're like, oh, I'm up 3 elixir. Gonna go drop my golem in the back. Well, he didn't drop a golem, but he dropped his bridge spam right at the river. And that's awesome, man. You're never gonna make me quiver with that river spam. We can go in for our Bats to shut down the Magic Archer, get a delightful snack, and now we force out even more elixir. Oh, Mini Pekka, please. The disappointment is so real in you. If only you finished off the Electro Wizard there. That would have been awesome, right? Imagine him wasting 4 more elixir on top of us. But we know what he's got. He's got Battle Ram, Bridge Spam with Magic Archer, and probably a Heal Spirit too. So, the way that we play this matchup is force this guy to cycle cards in the opposite lane, or if he overextends with the poison, you already know, guys. You already know the deal. This man is not going to feel good about that play. He's got Pekka poison, so it's different than we thought because he's got Ice Golem and Pekka. Just did not expect that. But if you cycle your poison, you have no answer to the graveyard. You lose your tower in 99% of the situations, and that's how we win, guys. This is how you play Clash Royale. You run Giant Graveyard, you cycle your Musketeer in the back, they poison it, and then you assert dominance with the Giant Graveyard at the river.
It's simple math.
Pure skill, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
1 hour later.
If only we had more time to unload on the 3-crown, guys, but you know, sadly, the clock is going to run out without us 3-crowning him. Our graveyard took out the Pekka and the tower, and that's the power if your opponent doesn't have poison. We got a game here when it sauce out of good luck, and we're going to see what's up. What's happening, brother? Lava Hound right out of the gate. He doesn't mess around. He goes exactly for what he wants for in life. And he's going to Inferno Dragon me here, so I usually want to snowball that so we get more value, but I don't think he has Elixir to deal with the skeletons anyway, so it's okay. He's going to have to go for arrows, but now he's down an excessive amount. So the way that we're going to play this is we're going to bats on top of the Inferno Dragon. We're going to follow up with a mini Pekka, and I can almost guarantee damage here, or value, guys. It's going to piss him off. It's not going to make him happy. It's going to be a very sad panda. He's going to go for skeleton dragons that I can eviscerate with arrows. So I can arrows on top of the skeleton dragons and all of the Lava Hound pups. That's what we like to see, my dudes. So at this point in the game, we figured out that the Order of Phoenix is soaring high in the sky with Lava Hound. And the only real way that we can win this is Giant Graveyard, make sure that his Inferno Dragon locks onto bats, or we snowball it away, and then we catapult our Graveyard Skeletons to swarm him and end his game, seal his fate, and send him to the Shadow Realm. So remember last time, what did he do? He dropped his Inferno Dragon. We're not going to let that pass twice, dude, so we're going for our bats here. We'll see if you go for the Inferno Dragon again. Or maybe you're just going to let the Giant wreak havoc on your tower. Yeah, he knew. He felt it coming in there tonight, and as a result, if you don't know, now you know. You go for Giant Graveyards and just go straight up for the 3-crown. You don't mess around, guys. You lay it down. You go for the smackdown with the Giant Sauce. So I'm going to be able to go in for a Musketeer to clean up the balloon. And look at all the damage I'm still doing, guys. I love this deck for that reason. You don't have to defend. Every other deck in Clash Royale, it's like, you know what? You probably have to defend against a Lava Hound balloon push. You can't just let that straight up take a tower and then do a ton of damage to your 3-crown. But when you're running Giant Graveyard, your destructive firepower is unparalleled, unmatched, and your opponent will be a sad panda because you know what? They haven't seen anything like this before. So 1,000 HP left on the tower, guys. We got all the power in the world. We can go in for a mini Pekka, follow up with a Giant, go in for a Graveyard, and walk away with the W. So I am so ready for this. Oh, actually, wait, what are you doing? What you thinking, bro? You're going to go in for some secret sauce here. You're going to make me snowball? I hate doing that. I thought we would have just won the game. Usually I win the game, but he's got Tombstone and Inferno Dragon. He's making it a little bit more difficult than it usually is. But now he's going to go for arrows, so now he's down a bit. He can't clean up the Musketeer because we're going for the mini Pekka. You got to defend the mini Pekka. And if you use all of your elixir on that, we can go for arrows, clean it all up, go in for a Musketeer whenever we need. But you know what? I'd rather go for the Stampede, boys. So I'm going to go in for the Musketeer, finish off the balloon with the snowball, just wait for him to fireball. He's going to overextend, completely overcommits, and now we send him to the Shadow Realm, guys. If you don't know, now you know. Giant Graveyard, not easy to defend against, guys. We can go in for a skeleton army here, clean up all of his skeletons, and see what he's going to do about that. He's going to arrows as well. What are you doing? I guess with Inferno Dragon, Barbs, and Tombstone, it could be a bit more dicey. He's playing this really well. Credit to you. Credit where credit is due. So, and he go for a Musketeer because he's going to go in for a balloon. We need to shut that down. He's going to go Skeleton Dragons as well, but I'm able to snowball it all back. With the balloon, out of sight, out of mind, we won't have to worry about anything for quite a while, guys. So yet again, he's going to go in for Barbs. He's definitely going to drop them soon. But you need to drop the Barbs on top of the Giant instead. So you're going to go for a Tombstone. Oh, Giant's going towards the tower. Let's go, guys. All the power in the world with this arrows. Cleaning up the skeletons. Snowballing back the Barbarians. Santa Claus is going to give us the presents. Just need 1 or 2. Let's go, baby. So we got 1. Oh, we did not get the second one, though. Why is this game going to be so suspicious? He's definitely going to go in for a balloon, so I want to go in for the Musketeer. Get ready and raring to go. We want to follow up with the Giant Graveyard Part 2, guys. And this game is becoming spicy. I don't know if I'm going to win anymore. Since skeletons are swarming, we're going to arrows and we're going to walk away with the win. I can't believe, against the hardest one, that it was actually that close. Usually it's super easy, but I guess if they have Inferno Dragon, Barbs, and Tombstone and double small spells for our bats and our skeleton army, it could get a little bit dangerous. It just shows you if you play against the hardest possible counter with Lava Hound, no matter what Lava Hound you guys play against, because it will always be easier than this, it will be a cakewalk. All right, guys, we got a game here. This guy's going to go for a Goblin Barrel. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what his deck is, but we are able to shut it down with a Skeletons on defense. So, you're going to have a fast cycle with Log. You're going to have Skeleton Barrel. You're going to have Goblin Barrel. You might have everything, brother. I don't know what you're going to do, but if we Giant in the back, we can bolster on through with a proper offense. So, whenever we play against Logbait, I love going in for graveyards and arrowing whatever he drops. So, he's going to probably drop a Goblin Gang. He'll probably drop some more stuff. Oh, thank goodness he does not have Inferno Tower too. Bomb Tower gets easily crippled by the Musketeer. So, Musketeer is going to destroy that Princess. It's also going to get locked onto real quick. And we're going to force out Elixir on both sides. So if he Goblin Gangs on the Musketeer, he's not going to be able to Goblin Gang on top of the Mini Pekka too. Doesn't even look like he's got Goblin Gang. Guys, he's just going to have Skeletons. No way. So that Mini Pekka might get a hit. Oh my gosh! Look at that damage! Oh, I love this game, guys. I can't believe that. There's nothing more satisfying than having a Mini Pekka hit that you just did not expect. I didn't believe in Marvin the Mini Pekka, but he bounced through with his big, thick sword of justice. He just clobbered the tower like a piñata. Absolutely savagery. He's the caveman that you guys see in the history, the heroes, guys. You know when cavemen write on their walls and they draw a whole bunch of artwork? That's what the Mini Pekka was made of, guys. That's where we learn about the Mini Pekka. When we grow old, he will live on.
She saw something new and died.
Just like that?
Yes.
Even if he dies, he will never die the second time because people will never stop saying his name. You die twice usually, when you actually die physically, but also when you when someone stops saying your name for the last time. That Mini Pekka, he's never actually going to die. So, we're going for our Musketeer in the back. We can clean up the Dark Goblin with the Snowball, and we'll see what else he's going to do, right? Like, this is really good. If we don't have to worry about that, we can just go in for arrows on defense against all of your spam, shut it down. Skeleton Barrel is not breaking through, I'm sorry to say. And we have to end up this way with our double Musketeers. So it's like we have a 3 Musketeer deck, but we actually don't. We can go in for a graveyard again, and we can snowball whatever he wants to drop. It's preposterous that he thinks that the Dark Goblin is not going to get damaged in any attribute by the Skeletons. I don't know how you think that Daryl the Dark Goblin survived in a swarm of Skeletons, but he's actually a sad panda. He expected something different. So I'm going to go in for bats here. We're going to clean up the barrel, and I can go in for arrows here as well. So very fun game. It was hilarious to play against this. And if you guys don't know, now you know. If you ever play against Logbait, there's really no way that they ever destroy Giant Graveyard. GG and well played. You're a really good player, but we had a 100-0 matchup there. We hard counted the crap out of bait. All right, guys. We got a game here. We're going to sauce out of good luck, and we're going to see what's happening. As soon as our opponent drops something in the back, you already know we're going balls to the walls in the opposite lane with our graveyard. So what you gonna do, man? You're gonna probably have a Pekka deck from the looks of things. No, you're gonna go in for a Fisherman on top of the Skeletons, Barb Barrel, and Electro Wizard. Everything gets eaten up. Yes, he activates King Tower, but at what cost, guys? When you run Giant Graveyard and you take out half of your opponent's tower just for them to activate King Tower, it is always worth it. So I'm gonna follow up with my bats on top of the Electro Wizard. It will get backward towards the Royal Ghost, and then we can follow up with a Mini Pekka here. The reason why I'm Mini Pekking on the left is I want to go with the bats, and I don't care about the Fisherman at all. So if he wants to go Hunter, I think he has to drop even more Elixir. That's going to get right on top of the tower, guys. He thought he would be able to pull it with the tennis ball, but no points for you today, sir. 15 love. We are scoring tennis points all day, every day. So I'm going to go in for a Musketeer here, follow up with a Giant in front, and we'll see what he does, because Musketeer plus Giant, you have to respond to both of these individually. You're going to Fireball, and then you're going to Fisherman most likely. So if you Fisherman, I'm just going to go in for a Graveyard, and we'll take the tower. It doesn't matter, because the King Tower, all 3 of the towers are targeting the Giant, and they're not targeting the Skeletons of the Graveyard. So he has to go for an Electro Wizard. He's dropping even more Elixir. And guys, we found damage, we found an Elixir advantage, and this man's in a hopeless place. So I know that I just want to go arrows here to clean up those very obnoxious Heal Spirit. And then you don't have Barb Barrels, so we know that we can clean everything up with simple Skeletons, right? The Skeleton Army is the one way, the one pathway to positive Elixir trades no matter the situation. It's like you could take a boat, you could take a plane, you could take a train, but you know what? The Skeleton Army, it's still going to get you there no matter what. It is the best route. So I'm going to go in for a musketeer in the back. And this guy, he's going to try to go in for another hunter. So if you want to go for a hunter, be my guest, bro. We will hunt the hunter. You're going to fireball, and then you're probably going to drop a small spell. If you drop anything on the musketeer, you're going to be a sad panda, though. So yeah, he's going to go in for a royal giant into us. We can follow up with our bats and our mini Pekka. With our musketeer still working away on top of the RG, there's not much you can do about it. So if the fisherman dies especially, that would be... Oh, is it going to... Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Looks like we have to just go for arrows. I was hoping that it would work out. But you know what? We can go for a giant. We can go for a graveyard. So with 30 seconds remaining, I think he's going to try to defend this first and foremost, which would be a bad decision. Because the fisherman, it's not going to be able to kill the giant, and the giant is tanking for everything. So I'm just going to go for a snowball, slow everything down, get arrows down, and we get one giant hit, we take the tower. So no matter what you want to do, my dude, that tower is forfeit, and you have to go for a royal giant right into us. So I'm able to go in for a skeleton army and a musketeer. That is not much to fear, guys. You go for a 1 RG hit, but you need more than that, brother. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Even if you activate King Tower early on, you still can't mess with the giant graveyard. We still take towers. All right, guys. We got a game here. We're going to sauce out of good luck, and we're going to see what's happening. Unfortunately, we don't have giant graveyard right out of the gate, but I do have my Santa Claus. Oh, my gosh, dude. You are going to spend almost all of your elixir right out of the start, sir. You are blazing hot with your aggression. You are off to the races with your royal giant and goblin barrel. So maybe he's going to have some type of bait deck. Yeah, that's exactly what I was figuring. If we're able to snowball all but one little Larry surviving, then the mini Pekka will lock onto the tower and walk away with a win. So the great thing about our deck is if you ever play against a log bait deck, as you guys just saw, snap of the fingers, his tower gets snapped as well, and you walk away with a win.
20 minutes later.
Yeah, so it looks like this guy had no answer to the giant graveyard sauce. GG and well played. When we have triple spell and your opponent only has bait cards, there's no way they can defend, especially when they overcommit early on.